No, I literally think we're old.
We are.
That's just how people talk now.
You're old, man. I'm lit.
I'm lit AF. I'm P-lit
I'm
AF.
lit with a capital A touching a capital F.
I'm lit with a capital A.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Trail Reaction. Today we're going to be talking about the new King Kong trailer.
Kong, Skull Island, November 16th. You like King Kong.
I do. That looks pretty interesting.
I like this.
I like the world that King Kong displays because it's like all kinds of new stuff. Like it's not just a movie about a big monkey. You know, it's
right.
It's
this
the fact
is
that
about
it's a world like time forgot and like bastardized and made into something more fun than anything else.
It's Skull Island. It's a whole island of fun.
They didn't show any dinosaurs. I wonder if there's going to be any dinosaurs.
They showed big lizards. I think those are going to be the dinosaurs.
I'd like to see that.
I call them skull crawlers.
Yeah.
Why? That's stupid. I never said that out loud before. That's amazing. John C. Reilly, John Goodman, Samuel L. Jackson.
The dude from Walking Dead.
I was gonna. Which dude?
What's his name? We kept forgetting his name, and it looked like they killed him in that episode. But it was really a girl from behind. What's his name? Like Trevor
Holy
or something?
Shit. Heath?
Heath. That's
It's Heath.
Yeah, he was the guy that was like dropping the mapping bombs.
The dude, yeah. Scientific instruments.
Yeah.
And that makes sense, too, because that's the kind of bullshit people would do. We just gotta shake down a little bit. It's fine. And then it's like, oh, you pissed him off.
Yeah. No, this looks entertaining. You know, God, it's star-studded.
Yeah, great cast. Fuck. Looks well, whatever. When we open this, I'm like, so here we are. You like King Kong, and we're gonna watch this because I was like, I don't give a fuck about King Kong. I used to watch Godzilla movies, and then King Kong would show up, and I'd be like, oh fuck, we gotta go to the city. He's sad. Fuck. I hated that shit.
Did you see the last one?
I did not.
The
with
Peter Jackson one
with Jack Black and stuff.
Yeah,
I saw none of that.
So that was cool too. Had the same thing with like a cool world, and it was like big bugs and cool shit. You know, and that's like Lord of the Rings money was in that thing. So we had a movie that was a movie. But this looks like it's the same path. And I don't think any of these people have won an Oscar, but they've gotten pretty close.
It's like a reboot then, right? So this is like we're restarting the King Kong verse here. Yeah.
I like that you see all the skulls and stuff of like the other gigantic apes. So like he's not a fluke. This was like
like this island is full of things.
Them, yeah.
They're like running through set pieces made of skeletons.
They're running through CGI.
I
doubt anything is ever built in this world.
No, I mean like for it's a set. That's an expression.
And what era do you think this is like? This is Vietnam-y?
I don't know, because that's the other thing, right? Is I figured
it has an old feel.
I figured you would like the King Konginess from back in the day, even too, because that's that time period you like with the Phantom and the Rocketeer-ish, or not really, but you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah.
But this, it feels this feels sort of Apocalypse Now. There's a couple of shots with face paint, and they got the grenades and stuff, and you're kind of like, okay, like we're on the river and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll see this theatrically, but this is something I definitely I'm curious about. I do want to see this.
Yeah, I've now been elevated from like, why do they keep making King Kong movies? It's like,
I don't think there are enough King Kong movies.
You just want a constant stream.
I really like that world, like that, like savage land of cool shit. Like,
the island.
Yeah, it's so nice. With how big they actually are, though, it seems impossible that you wouldn't just see them. Like the island didn't seem like it was
from space.
Like I
don't know.
but he's so big.
Yeah.
Like granted, there are hips and valleys of this thing, and there's like plateaus and whatnot. But if he's anywhere that's remotely not, in a crevasse,
right? Like where does he go?
He should be able to get seen.
Does he fold up and slide under the couch and no one sees him? Like this is weird, right? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's like the size of like small mountains.
Yeah.
He's quite big. And what could he possibly be eating?
Well, yeah, and it's an island full of big things. So you're like, I guess he eats the big water buffalo and the big whatevers, but like, yeah, look at that. It's huge. His handprint is the size of like the size of the side of the thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if there'll be any magic here, if it's like, oh, there's like radiation or something, and blah, 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 and the island makes big animals somehow, and we're stuck here.
God, if they touch base on any science at all, it'll be like that thing in like like one of the later Anaconda movies, like, oh, the blah blah blah, it lets them grow, like live forever, so they just keep growing or something, like some bullshit.
What was the like MacGuffin? Like
it was the blood orchid, I think, is what they were like something they were searching for medicinal purposes, but like oh, it's where they eat and whatever. It's like, well, an anaconda just grows until it dies, and this enables it to not not age
like
or
the
whatever.
magic spring helps them do whatever the fuck. I don't know.
I would like there to be a sequel, so I'm hoping they don't kill him. I
Well,
also don't want them to bring him back. I hate that part about the thing where I'm like, what?
Oh.
I'm like, how did you ever bring back what?
Like they have him die and they have him come back.
No. Bring him back to the mainland.
Bring him back to New York for all that
I
shit.
always thought that was the dumbest shit ever.
Okay.
I'm like, you somehow either A, tied this monster up, which I'm like, I don't think there are materials in the world that could bind a fucking ape that big. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
Like what like tying up a regular monkey would be hard. But like this is whatever they brought on their
monkeys are
backs.
terrifying.
They came on a boat, conceivably.
Yeah.
But then it's a matter of like, well, you had to keep them like restrained and like unconscious.
Like sedated.
I don't think there's enough like medicine
Yes.
on Earth to knock out that thing.
Just barrels of fucking.
Yeah.
And he looks bigger here than I think I remembered in the other.
He's one of those things where I feel like scale on large monsters is always fucked. Where you're like huh.
Shot to shot.
Like they look at that mountain cliff face, and it's his handprint is the full size of the mountain. But then like later you'll probably see him pick up the girl, and it will be like the exact size of her.
Yes.
So we'll see.
So the rumor, I think, from the early days, and I'm not sure this is the same even the movie or the same people making this now, but there was a rumor a while ago we're gonna make a King Kong movie, and it's gonna be like a setup for him to fight Godzilla in like the future. So I think he's gonna fight the Bryan Cranston Godzilla that I didn't even see. At some point.
That movie was a fucking train wreck of horrible shit.
That's what everybody said. I heard the ending was cool, but not cool enough to make up for the rest of it. I don't know any details.
It's just like you had more plot in like shitty Godzilla movies, and it makes me so angry that I'm like, okay, so you advance with technology that you can finally make this look amazing, but you're just stringing coincidence upon coincidence upon coincidence upon coincidence, like just to give you the frame. I'll probably be leaving something out, but like Bryan Cranston's in that movie for like all of 2 minutes.
I heard that too.
He
I heard it was a bait and switch.
He plays the main character's father, and like his mother like dies in a radiation accident, and that was like one of these like monsters like coming out of like the earth or whatever, and then like it's like 30 years later, but you don't know there was a monster there.
Okay.
Like, and now he's like in the army or whatever, and he's
does no one know there was a monster there?
I forget if like they knew and just covered it up.
Right.
But then it's like 30 years later, his base is attacked, and then like he flies to Tokyo or something, and like it's like then the monster appears there, and then like a bomb is dropped on him, but the bomb can only be done manually, and he's a bomb expert. Like it was just like all these stupid things where I was like, oh god, it's just so bad because of how far around the world you took this person to meet up each time on accident. It's like if someone was trying to kill you and you're like, oh god, I have to go anywhere, and they're like, well, throw a dart at the map. Okay, you're now going to Prussia. He's there. Like,
right, Godzilla should take time. That would be like if some mutant turtles saved you, and the day your father died, you let some turtles loose in like a sewer, but like forgot.
Almost as bad.
And then you were like, wait a minute, like halfway through the movie. No, that infuriates me. Now I'm sad.
Coincidence it drives me nuts because you can have like one or two, and I love it when you have them and it kind of unfolds in a way where you're like, oh, you gave me all the information I needed, but you didn't spoon feed it to me, and I was like, oh, cool. Like you could even have missed that if you didn't think about it again. But these are all things that it's like, nope, I beat you in the head with a hammer, and then I walk you over there and I beat you in the head with a hammer, and I keep doing it until you're so sick of it.
It's a fine line too, because it's like the best thing ever when you're like, oh shit, in the beginning they were complaining like, oh, I can't find the whatever, and then it turns out it was there, and that's why you're like, holy shit, and it seems like it would be whatever, and then okay.
No, I love that. I love those things. That's like a Doctor Who thing.
I know.
but this is like more like a come on.
Well, fuck. Now I'm sad because I think that's the same. I'm not sure if they're rebooting Godzilla or if that's going to be Godzilla who's fighting this King Kong.
Well, it would be cool if you have Skull Island, and then where was Godzilla was from Monster Island or something. Was the
Oh my God, there's an island.
So like it could be a thing like we found another one. Like at the end, like I think we have something else you're gonna want to see.
I would like Rodan, Mothra, Monster Zero, the aliens, everything. I've literally watched these movies. The Smog Monster, they could do something like that. They could tie it in with Eco whatever the fucks.
And Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. And a Mechagodzilla.
Yeah. But this could be good. Again, the time period is probably what makes this more interesting for me, because if you were to do it now, there's a lot of things where it's like, why didn't you just kill it. Like, you
Or
could have
like-
pressed the button and he would have just died.
Or your thing of like, how come they can't just see him like with satellites or something like that,
Yeah.
like constantly?
We may even have
Like,
had
fuck.
the ability to do
Actually.
that like then.
Probably.
Um,
Just gotta suspend your disbelief and enjoy the Skull Island.
The thing though that like could be the answer to why like things like that don't just happen, was because if it wasn't even sure, like if they were tricked into going this mission, they like, you know, the military didn't bring the appropriate things, and if you took out like some of the proper helicopters, because you see like there's like 6 helicopters and he kills like 3 of them off the bat,
yeah.
that could have been like your communication officer and your blah blah and the radio, like
Yeah.
like it's you know. I will suspend my disbelief long enough to allow something to be interesting, but
yeah.
I hate when it's like, well, that's stupid.
I feel like with the cast, and I feel like with what we were shown, it's gonna be like we're not gonna have those same problems. I
Yeah.
hope.
Yeah, well, but again, the last one, it wasn't like you were like it wasn't like it was like, oh, we have no famous people. It had like Adrian Brody, had
Okay,
Jack
right,
Black,
right.
like it was Naomi Watts.
But was that shitty in that same way?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. But they did bring him back, like
Yes.
to New York.
I think that was a remake / homage to like that older movie or whatever.
Yeah.
This seems like
It's just
there might
it's
have been
so
other
frustrating to me because
King
I'm like,
Kong
how
movies,
long
too.
is a boat ride from like fake island
no,
to
yeah.
anywhere?
It's approximately 1 fake away from that.
And how much do you think a King Kong sized monster even weighs?
Too much.
Because like a small
bigger here,
ape
though. He's
is like
definitely bigger.
our weight, right? Like
Yes.
aren't they're so dense with muscle?
Monkeys are terrifying.
Yeah.
We keep talking about monkeys for some reason. All these movies keep having monkeys in them.
Well, monkeys are cool and deadly.
They're terrifying.
Yeah, and they don't float. I've
Great.
heard that. I don't know if that's a fact, but I heard they don't have the same buoyancy. That's why you can surround them with small moats, and they're trapped.
I heard that they don't like water, and that humans are special because if you put like a baby human in like a pool, it'll like deal with it, but like a baby chimp would like drown.
I wonder if the amniotic sacs are different. Like, are we like in a bunch of water, like what up? And they're like in a really skin tight non-water area.
I don't know if it's sac related, but most things are.
Could it be sacrilegious?
Saccharine, sweet tasted, delicious baby chimps.
So, trailer-wise, thumbs up.
Oh yes.
All right, guys, you heard it here. Don't die to fire.